The van tour. And I don't know if this will have a meaning, if you even remember how things were, but I'll tell you how they were and what I've done with them. So in the beginning, I had built this little table for the passenger seat, and that green desk I converted to a kitchen. Behind that wooden chair on the floor is my refrigerator, and had refurbished that little table and added a wooden crate for a bookshelf. That's where I started in May, and by September, I had changed it all. I'll show you the back first before we go inside. See, when I get where I'm going, I will take that off. Everything on the hitch will come off, and I'll have better access back here. I know I have to climb over things. I built this shelf when I was at my daughter's in Colorado. I was there for a couple weeks, and it rained and it was cold. It was crappy the whole time, and during that time I decided to build. So I built the shelf. I left room between the bed and the back door so I could pile things up, because I wanted something from the bed to set drinks and that on. And I really like it. And it sort of divides things up and keeps it neat. I added 3 water bottles. I've reduced a bunch of stuff that was in there. So now, oops. Sorry, I hope I didn't make you seasick. This is my dirty clothes. Something you need to think about, and I didn't until I was living in it, is where you're going to put your dirty clothes and your garbage. Got to have a place. So I have 3 water bottles back here and 1 in the front. And then I've taken my winter clothes, which I had to get out for Colorado, and I don't need them right now, so I've stuffed them in all the little holes. Behind this are tools. So it's a pain in the butt if I need a tool. I have to pull a bunch of stuff out, but I don't need tools very often. Here's my spare computer. It's really frustrating to have to move things all the time. So what I tried to do is keep handy things in the back on that side of the bed, and on the other side of the bed are clothes and things I need all the time. I also ended up shortening the bed. It was 2 feet tall. I cut 5 inches off. And behind that is a plastic file thingy with important papers and things. You don't get to that very often. I need to redo it. I have lots and lots and lots of this material, and so I'll redo it when I'm out at Valley of Fire. But it gives me a sense, even if it doesn't keep the damn bugs out, it does a decent job of it. It gives me a sense of being inside, being enclosed somehow. It's a false sense. It wouldn't take much to bust through this. All right, I'm excited to show you what I did. Again, while I was in Colorado, I took everything out of the van. After living in this for 3 months, some things just didn't work so good, and almost everything sat low to the ground. So I wanted to make better use of the height I do have, and I just tore everything out. Got rid of some furniture and modified what was left. And built that thing in the back. And then I built this new kitchen cupboard. It's just too high. But it's working. So, yeah, so I have all my kitchen things over here now. Somewhat organized that I can get to. There's my water spout. I just have a hand pump thing. works all right. I used to have the spare water behind it, but I could never get to my clothes, which were under there, so my pants, so I brought my pants out here. We'll see how that works. See, this is the thing, you're constantly rearranging. So the other thing I want to warn you is working on getting your vehicle to convert is don't buy a bunch of stuff. I know you want to. I know how exciting it is. I did the same thing, but I'm warning you as a voice of experience, don't do it, because you're going to end up finding it doesn't fit, or it wasn't nearly as wonderful as you thought it was. Just really try to resist the urge. With the exception of a few items, you don't know what you need yet. So one of the items you will need probably, no matter where you're going to camp in the world, is this Mr. Buddy. I found a nice place for it. I can pull it out pretty easy. It gets cold some mornings. It's my little trash can. Some things I didn't need I bought a long time ago. One was this Schumacher. It's really not necessary now. The other was this Irby. I dumped both of these. They're just too bulky for what they do. I also got rid of that little desk and moved everything over. And as I said, I got rid of this little table and replaced it with my new kitchen unit. When I was done, I had actually enough room to put a chair in there, but that sort of took up a lot of room. So here's my big ass battery. Too big, 200 amp or watt solar panels. You know, I don't know what the problem is, but I can't get it to charge. 200 amps, 200 watts made sense to me, but it's not enough to charge that battery. So I ended up buying a battery charger, pull into an RV park once in a while to charge that battery if I'm on the road. And this is a kind of a mess, but it works. Running my refrigerator over there. So I had a table thing here built so I could stack a bunch of shit up here, and I've whittled all that down to this one basket. So now I am at my destination. I've been here for 3 weeks, the Valley of Fire. I am going to show you the park and the bathrooms. I'll do a little video on it. But for now, I'm just going to update. But you know, I took everything off. So I've gotten settled in. Took everything off the hitch. But I'm actually using that hitch for work, so I left it on. And set up the tent. Can you see inside? The tent has all the junk in it. So now I have even more room in the van, but this is full. So most of this was on the back. There's my winter clothes, there's the tools. Extra blankets were on the bed. That's why I can sit up now. I took all those blankets off. Here's a little view of my park. And I'll show you some pictures.